All right, listeners, today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 most costly mistakes that I have made in my career, so hopefully you can avoid those pitfalls and be as profitable as possible when you're moving forward. So point number 1, now this is just the most expensive mistake that I ever made in my entire career, and that was opening up my own Realogy's franchise brokerage. And what does that mean? First of all, this was an ego challenge because I came from 2010 getting started in real estate, starting a team and starting all of these different things and trying to find this magical place to call home. Well, after running a team and finding some of the difficulties that I had with running a team, I thought the answer to all of my problems was going to be opening up my own brokerage. Well, this is literally my $1 million learning lesson because it wasn't necessarily a fix, or it definitely didn't fix any of my problems, but it was also an ego play because I wanted to be the owner. I wanted to control and do all the things that I wanted to do, thinking that I would be able to make some additional income from all the agents that we brought in. Lo and behold, there's a reason why they call it a brokerage, because there's no money in the brokerage itself. Real estate sales is where the money is at. And so that's where the team was always profitable, but that real estate brokerage literally was the black hole of finances. So we ran it for years, we did our thing, and we literally hit that fork in the road moment to where we were like, oh my God, what are we doing? What's going on? Is anything gonna improve? Where are we at now? And we knew where we wanted to be, and that trajectory was not gonna get us there. So literally, we checked our ego, we put it away, we folded it up and put it in a closet, and we, thank God, walked away from that brokerage, brought our company and our team to eXp Realty, where literally life has never been the same. So ego is eliminating growth opportunity. Make sure that you have your ego in check, because your ego can also be one of the most expensive things that you'll have to deal with in your business career. So point number 2 is literally, this is kind of a general or generic one: go out and get the business. Because I could go on and on and on about jamming open houses and getting buyers and literally slamming 10 buyers in at the same time, and then walking through a new development and seeing one of the buyers that I knew I was supposed to call that I didn't call, signing a contract, not with me, but with a new development agent. Or that time where you know you need to knock on the door or talk to a seller, and you all of a sudden see a listing sign pop in front of their door. Literally, it's just about taking the action, being proactive, not reactive. To finish off point number 2, I run a real estate team and I train a lot of new agents. Every time I bring on a new agent and train them up, they usually cost me about 1 to 2 deals, which is okay, because that's how I know it's gonna get them trained up the fastest, is to get a pre-qualified, pre-approved buyer, maybe not $1 million buyer, but a $400,000 or $500,000. And we use that to be trial by fire, where I side by side walk them through the process. And sometimes things can kind of slip through the cracks. So training new agents, you just gotta be careful and be on top of it. And this brings us to point number 3, and that is not doing it sooner. Well, what is it? It is whatever it is to you that you know that you need to do that you haven't been doing. Is it knocking on that door? Is it changing companies? Is it doing anything? Because that's literally where I was at, is if I would have taken my entire operation, my career, and probably 3 or 4 years before I moved to eXp, switched over to eXp, it literally would have been millions of dollars of stocks based on what had happened when you actually do a look back. And it literally could have cost me millions of dollars. So what are you waiting for? Like, what's your it? Because that one thing is probably costing you, if not hundreds of thousands, it could be millions. Do it now. Thanks for listening to my top 3 mistakes, guys. If you liked what I had to say, subscribe below to have you track our content.